My whole family cut me off after my cousin's wedding, and nobody would tell me why. 3 days after Ashley's wedding, my mom texted me one line: "We can't have you in our lives anymore." 2 hours later, my dad: "Your mother and I agree. We need space from you. Don't reach out." I called them 20 times. Nothing. I drove over. My dad opened the door 2 inches, saw it was me, and shut it in my face. So I stood on the porch and texted, "Please just tell me what I did." And my mom finally wrote back, "You know exactly what you did." But I didn't. That's the thing. I don't remember it. Here's what I do remember. Navy dress my mom picked, the ceremony, the dry chicken, and around 9, this weird feeling, pressure behind my eyes, a taste in my mouth like I was chewing a penny. I found Ashley, said congrats, and left early. That's the last thing in my head. Pressure behind my eyes, metallic taste. Remember that. For a week, nobody picked up. Finally, my Aunt Kim did. "Your parents told us not to talk to you." "Kim, I don't even know what I did." She went quiet. "You don't remember? You knocked over a whole table of champagne glasses. You were stumbling around screaming at Uncle Jeff. Ashley was crying. Your mom apologized to half the room. That didn't happen. I don't drink. That's the point," Kim said. "Your mom kept saying she raised you better than to get wasted and embarrass her." There it was. Not scared for me. Embarrassed by me. That's my parents. Dad's on the HOA board. Mom does church because the right people go. When my brother got divorced, they ghosted him 4 months. So this was just what they do. The $400 a month for grad school, gone that same day. I maxed a credit card, sold my laptop, took every library shift I could get. But the part that scared me wasn't the money. It was the hole. What happened between the cake and the parking lot? Why can't I find it? 2 months later, I'm shelving books and it hits again. Pressure behind my eyes. That penny taste. And then I'm on the floor, and a coworker is on the phone with 911. ER doctor says I had a seizure. They keep me overnight. Next morning, a neurologist sits on the edge of my bed. "Have you had these before?" I tell her about the wedding, the stumbling, the yelling, the blank spot. She nods slow. "That was almost certainly your first one. Right before a seizure. Some people taste metal, feel pressure behind the eyes, and afterward you're confused, uncoordinated, slurring." She looked right at me. To anyone who doesn't know, it looks exactly like being drunk. I wasn't wasted at that wedding. I was having a seizure on the floor while my mother apologized to the church ladies for how it looked. I put Kim as my emergency contact. She showed up, went white when I explained, and asked if she could tell my parents. I said whatever. 10 minutes after her call, my phone lit up. Mom, Dad, Ashley, Uncle Jeff. I turned it off. Mom came to my hospital room the next morning, eyes red. "We made a terrible mistake. I should have listened." Dad was waiting outside my apartment. "Let me pay the medical bills." I asked her one thing. "When you thought I was drunk, you cut me off in a day. When I was actually sick, having seizures alone in my apartment, where were you?" She didn't have it. "You weren't sorry when you thought I embarrassed you. You're only sorry now that everyone knows you abandoned your sick kid." She started crying. I got in my car. She still texts. Dinner invites. Old photos. Last week she showed up at the library and followed me to my car saying, "I'm your mother, you can't cut me out forever." I turned around. "Yeah, actually I can. You're the one who showed me how."